Hey, welcome to Cow-Free Kicks. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and this video is all about the ADIDAS RADLANDER MOC GORE-TEX shoe. Welcome to the channel. If you've not seen one of my videos before, I always look into 5 different categories when I review a pair of sneakers. And then at the end of the video, I will give these ADIDAS RADLANDER MOC GORE-TEX shoes an overall rating out of 5 stars. As always, if you do like what you see as you're going along, please do not forget to click the little thumbs up like button below on your device whilst you're down there. And if you've not done so already, please do take time to subscribe to the channel. All of your support is greatly appreciated. So let's start the review off as we always do by checking these mocks out on feet. Available in just this black colorway via the Adidas app and website. I'm not a huge fan, I've got to be honest, of mock style shoes and Crocs, and the clog shape is just not really for me, but this one has actually won me over because it has a purpose and it is built for the winter. This is a fully winterized version of the RADLANDER MOC shoes that Adidas make, and that's because it's got this fully padded, almost puffer jacket-like ripstop fabric upper. If you're not sure what ripstop fabric is, it's made up of tiny little squares, and that means if one little rip happens in one of the squares, it will then just be contained within that 1 or 2 squares and won't continue throughout the upper of the sneaker. So it's really protective and really durable if you are going to take these on a hike, and you can definitely do that because it has a full Gore-Tex lining as well, the upper of the sneaker. There's a small amount of Gore-Tex branding on the inside of the foot, and then you've got this incredibly rugged, fully rubberized RADLANDER deep lug and crevice cut outsole unit for these. It has the torsion system as well, which means they're really stable. There's really not much foot roll in these at all, and they've got a toggle lacing system, so these really are a slip-on slip-off shoe, and it does really help that you've got a heel pull at the back of these because they are quite difficult to get on and off, but once your feet are in there, they're really secure. I didn't have to adjust the toggle on these at all, but you can pull this little toggle at the top of the lacing system here, and you can pull it right down and it will impact the tightness that you get over the middle of your foot. But I found them a really nice fit, and we're going to talk about that more in the comfort section where I want to put them to the test on my back doorstep. Before we talk about how comfortable these are on feet, it's important to talk about the comfort system that Adidas have used with these RADLANDER MOC GORE-TEX shoes. Now, you've got the standard insole insert here with the Adidas branding, slightly speckled effect on the back, which means it's recycled, which is nice, but it's incredibly thin. Now that sits on top of the midsole foam insert that you get here. Now this still is quite thin, it is quite raised at the side because your foot does sink into it, but overall it's probably only about this thick, so probably only talking about 1 centimetre and 1.5 centimetres of this quite firm foam midsole unit that is the actual midsole for the shoe, because underneath that it goes straight to fabric, and then that sits on top of this incredibly rugged rubberized RADLANDER lug outsole. So overall, comfort wise, they do ride firm underfoot, but they are more flexible than I expected. You can see you can completely curl these up. When you're wearing these, they flex quite nicely as well when you're walking, just all in the right places. You've got that torsion stability system, so not only are these going to be a nice lifestyle shoe to wear out and about, if you do have to, you know, go to any different terrains, or you want to wear them out and about on a hike and then wear them during the day, or just go to the shops, they are going to offer you that ability, because even though they're not the greatest comfort underfoot, because ultimately it's just a foam insert that you'll get in, and they do ride quite firm, there's more comfort than I expected when I first looked at them. And then you get to the comfort you experience just overall, because these are a mock shoe, you're just slipping your feet in like you're wearing a pair of slippers, to be honest. It's just like a rugged pair of slippers. You've got this padding on the top that continues around the sides and towards the heel of the shoe. When you put your feet in these, they just feel really comfortable. Now, Adidas have said on their website they're really easy to get on, but they're not at all. You definitely need this heel pull at the back. And fit-wise, I'm an absolute true fit UK 10 in a pair of Nikes. So with Adidas, I normally go half a size up. With these, I didn't, because they're quite wide. They're quite a wide shoe. So I thought they were going to be okay for my slightly wider than average feet, and they were. I would say these are a true fit. So I wouldn't worry about going half a size up or half a size down. Don't expect to have a cloud-like feel when you're walking on these, because you're not going to get that, because ultimately they are a winterized rugged shoe. So they're not going to offer you that instant cloud-like comfort, but they do offer more comfort than I was actually expecting. Now I want to talk more about their weight, where I want to put them on the scales. So there's no escaping the fact that these Adidas Radlander MOC GORE-TEX shoes are very heavy. I consider anything above the 400 gram mark to be a heavyweight pair of shoes. So these are definitely within that category, but you've got to think about weight as a trade-off. You're not going to wear these to go on a run. You're not going to wear these on a hot summer's day. These are a winter shoe. They're very well padded. They've got an incredibly rugged outsole and they're Gore-Tex line. So you're looking at a full winter mock here. I would definitely be happy to wear these on any winter day, because whether it's a rainy, wet, stormy day, or whether it's a really sharp, cold, sunny winter day, you're going to have warm feet and they're going to be fully protected from all the elements. So overall, that weight, I don't really mind too much, but do consider that if you maybe are going to wear them for a long period, they are on the heavy side. Now I want to talk about their breathability, where I'm going to pump this Gore-Tex up a foot of smoke to see how breathable it is. That is the perfect result for a pair of Gore-Tex shoes. You do not want any smoke escaping from these, because that will show that there are areas of the upper that aren't protected from the Gore-Tex lining and will let the water in eventually. The only smoke that came out was it kind of backed up from the shoe and came back out of the foothold. There was nothing that came out from the upper of this shoe at all, which is a really good sign, because you want them to be fully waterproof. Gore-Tex membranes are supposed to be breathable, but how breathable they are, I don't know. And don't forget, this is incredibly well padded. So they're designed to keep your feet warm and dry, and that's what they're going to do based on the result of the breathability test. Now moving on to their price. Now these will set you back quite a reasonable £110, and they're definitely on the cheaper end of Gore-Tex shoes that I've seen around lately. So £110 I think is a very fair price, and that's kind of made me like them more, considering that that price is quite accessible for a lot of people to have a fully winterized Gore-Tex shoe. Now some people like me don't normally go for these mock shoes and may not like the style of the shoe, but I've actually found myself liking these more and more as I've been doing the review and as I've been wearing them out and about. So overall, I'm going to give these a very solid 4 stars. Now I can't give them the full 5 stars because they are heavy, and looks wise, yes, I still do quite like them, but I don't think they're the greatest looking pair of shoes when they're on your feet. But I do appreciate they've got a purpose. And if it is a cold, wet day, then these are some of the things I'm definitely going to slip on. And they definitely style really well with kind of any type of clothing I think that you're going to match them with. So overall, I think that's a pretty fair score for the shoe. If you agree or disagree, don't forget to leave a comment below. You can also follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to drop the video a thumbs up like before you leave, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.